Hey, howdy folks, this is Frankie Day back here giving YouTube. Today on YouTube I'd like to share my build report, number 1, on my Trumpeter 148 scale HU-16A Albatross. I'm sorry folks, I couldn't get the video out no sooner to you, but I had a honeydew list that I do around the house. And you fellas out there who got wise, you know what honeydew's list does. You don't do your honeydew list, Mama Son takes the glue away from you. Then what are you going to do? So keep Mama Son happy. You got to keep Mama happy, so she keep you happy. Okay, enough that jazz. Anyway, back to the build report. Okay, so far on the kit, it's all subassembly. 80% of it's nothing but the interior. There's exactly 276 parts that complete the interior on this here model. Starting out with the interior, as you can see, the pilot and co-pilot compartment is complete. The dial console hasn't been installed yet. I painted that gray already, let it dry. And you got your navigator, and radio operator right behind the co-pilot and pilot seat. The instructions calls for the interior chromate green, but it's optional. They can either be gray or chromate green. Since the 1950s and the late 40s, when this aircraft first came into service, they were chromate green. So this is a Korean warbird. All aluminum, exterior, interior, all chromate aluminum. Some later albatrosses, post-Korean War, a lot of the chromate green inside the interiors was chipped away and just from wear into a gray color. More or less, it was the gray undersurface colors they used for the interior, besides using chromate green. This top section here, it fits right here, fellas. This section here fits here on top of here and closes off the top. This whole top of the interior. Now this whole interior here fits inside the fuselage before you close the fuselage up. But it's a little different because since this kit's molded in 4 fuselage sections, this portion here has got to fit inside here, so it locks in because you got a location tab right there inside the fuselage. This area here. Where it fits in. Once the 4 sections closed in, then you close in the aft section, and the whole interior is actually closed along with the fuselage as well. Incidentally, all the parts will be painted and detailed out before this is closed inside the fuselage. So I probably got a good day and a half just painting the inside of the fuselage, getting detailed. The photo etch parts in the kit, the seat belts, which are photo etched, got to be installed before this. After the painting, final painting is done in the interior. And the other full edge parts are on the cruise racks where they sleep at. So when this aircraft's on a long mission, guy gets tired, walks to the wheel wells, climbs the rack, gets a little shut-eye for manning a station. Same thing with people who are being rescued as well. They get the rest there as well too. And the landing gear, this is all metal right here. The kit gives you an option. Either use plastic landing gear struts or the metal ones. I elected the metal ones. A lot stronger because this is going to be a heavy and beefy model when it's finished. Again, the details in the interior has got to be painted. The interior sections of the fuselage both been painted. Chromate green. So I let those dry overnight. Then I'll go ahead and start the interior painting, like control boxes and everything else in the interior. Another thing I was kind of disgruntled about too. The only thing I say about this kit, I kind of got steamed for what I paid for it, is on top of the wing of the aircraft there's a Y on there. It looks like a Y. That's called the walkway. High visibility walkway, which is yellow on this one. Coast Guards were black, and the Navies were yellow, and the Air Force was yellow. Right here, using this box as a sample. As you see this yellow right here, there's no decal for that. But there's always good news. As I'm speaking right now, perhaps some aftermarket decal company will make a decal for this here kit, and also extra aftermarket kits. So that's probably pretty much in the making. But if you don't have time to wait for that, you want to go ahead, so use your favorite method of painting on that visibility. And instead of using masking on the windows when it comes to airbrush time, there's a little trick that I learned a long time ago. There's an exterior of this airplane. This whole airplane is going to be natural aluminum. So what you do is, don't do the whole aircraft aluminum. Just paint this portion above and below the windows. That way it will prevent you from masking those windows right there. Once that aluminum has been painted on there, on the side, you go inside and put your transparency parts they give you. Transparency parts in this kit are very excellent. It's almost like looking glass. You can look right through it. So anyway, that's a tip right there. If you chose not to mask it, use a magic masking solution, or using masking tape, whatever kind of masking agent you want to use. The best way and the easy way, and no masking, is go ahead and paint this portion around the windows aluminum. Then you go ahead, install your clear parts in there. Then when it comes to the final painting, all you got to do is put a piece of paper right over the windows to keep overspray from getting on there. But the cockpit's got to be masked off, because it's a whole transparency piece that fits in. They leave just enough room so you can be able to fill in between the transparency into the fuselage, which is your favorite putty. Then once it's sanded, it can be like its entirety, like it never was there. And overall, it's a good kit. I couldn't find nothing else wrong with it. There's no rudder pedals on. I noticed that was the kind of turn off number 2. I got the control dial console over drawing. I brushed that gray, like a light gold gray. There's a decal that comes with a decal sheet. It has the decal facing, which makes life a little sweeter and a little easier. And I made me some rudder pedals today. I made 4 of them, and they go right underneath the dial console. And that's about it right there so far as I got done. I got a lot of work to do on this kit, so let it dry right now. So next update, you'll see the fuselage interior will be complete, ready to install inside the fuselage. And it's a good kit, fellas. There will be some aftermarket parts being made to this kit. Like pretty much like everything else now, they bring out something new, whether the kit needs it or not. The way I look at it, the expense of this kit and the technology that's put into this thing, why go out and buy those parts? But that's only me. But if for anybody else out there, it's a little different. But like I say, the only thing that really kind of keep me off a little bit is not getting that decal for the high visibility walkway on top of the wing that goes to the fuselage. But I've been in that bull suit before, so I know what to do in that. So I ain't gonna wait for no decal to hit the market. And so far, there's no fit issues in this kit. Goes together pretty good. I dry fitted the fuselage. A very smattering amount of putty is filled with putty needs. Well, folks, the end of time has given me the couple seconds before they cut me off here. I appreciate everybody tuning on this here video, and please subscribe. And any comments you make, I'll fire them your way. And well, God bless you all. And thanks, fellas. We'll see you next one. This ends Build Report number 1. Stand by for number 2. Bye now, fellas.